7:14 on this December 11th.
Yeah, wow. It's hard to believe.
It's 2 weeks.
It's like
Look at that, 2 weeks.
really, really warm out there.
Yeah.
2 weeks from Christmas. I think we'll get a little bit of winter.
In January.
Well, we can get a little more. We still got 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well,
It looks like it's going to fall off towards the end of next week. But it's amazing that it's this warm. And the river's been running. I think they've been trying to get it down a little bit, get both shoals down. I can only speak to that. Get it down a little bit and get ready for winter. So when we do get our moisture, and it will come again, it'll be have some place to go and not flood all the farmers downstate. That's the big thing because that's primarily what they use that for. Mm-hmm. Business has been my business has personally been a little slow. I'm having a cataract done, and it kind of knocked me out of the box for a couple of days, and I'm trying to figure out my focus. Looking through the one lens that used to be good for my eye is now bad for my eye because it's out of focus because my eye is better, and trying to balance the two of them out has been kind of a challenge. And Linda putting the drops in and taking care of me, and it's been a couple of days. But she's been right on top of things. She was out. Did a listing yesterday. She was down in Marshall with a gentleman down there, and it's been, we've just been steady. People have been calling and setting up appointments, and we take care of our people as best we can, and going forward and help them get to where they want to be, whatever that may be. Whether it's moving into town or moving away. There's a lot of things that go into this, and I talk about it all the time, but it's a very, very stressful thing to move, and that we can help people to get to that point and get them across the finish line. Mm-hmm. That's the satisfying thing of what we do. The money at the end of the day is nice, but the satisfaction of somebody, when you're sitting across the table or 3 months later, seeing them again, and I'm going, wow, thanks a lot. You really helped us out. That's what we do. And that's what we do with our business, with helping other agents to be able to get their stuff done so that we can come to a successful close. That's a very important thing. The real estate market is up. We're up like $11 million year to date from last year, and that's a nice step, now
this MLS is Marion and Baxter counties.
Mostly Marion, Baxter. We get a few in Searcy, some out of Missouri and stuff, but it's primarily Baxter and Marion. That's the vast majority of it. But there's like 76 more sales this year than last year. Now the prices haven't shot up a lot. They've grown. I think the average, it went from like 122 to 124.5, somewhere right in there. So we're not seeing that, those numbers that we had in 04 and 05 and 06 that caused this train wreck that we're in now. By us taking a steady rise, that means that other markets are getting better, that people are able to come here from other places, whether to retire or just live a better life. I mean, when you look at the world, it's easy to see why our inquiries are up from people, family people that maybe say, I don't need that big job that I got. I can get by with a little less if I can find some sort of employment down there that we can just come down there and live. And the world affairs do affect how we are here. Yeah. We don't make a big of a deal because it's not hitting us in the face. Well, when you see small town America having issues of different kinds, whether it's in any form that it may be of civil disorder, it makes people look to smaller towns, and nobody gets them out home by accident. You have to kind of aim yourself to get here, or the whole Ozarks in general.
How did I get here?
Yeah, how did you got to look at the map and say, okay, make a left here and a right there and come down over the hill. Mm-hmm. So this is a truly a blessed place, and everybody that's here is here for a reason. It's, when you hear the stories of people, how they came to be here, it's a pretty interesting process of what they consider to be what it becomes their life story. And everybody who comes here, it's a new beginning for everybody. It's a new start for people to be able to tell their story in maybe in a different manner than they did before, or most of the people that are here didn't go to high school with the people that are here, so you're not carrying that baggage that they know you as lumpy when you were 18 years old and you're still carrying. You were out, you were a policeman, a fireman, a plumber, an admiral, an FBI agent, whatever you may have been in another life, and you can come here and be somebody totally different, live just a whole nother life, and it's really what we've done. I'm still active with the police in different ways, but I mean, we're realtors. This is what we do. This is our life now. Linda did different things in Chicago that we've taken on this life and said, and there's a number of people that have come here and the great charity work that they do. Very important.
Well, look what y'all do with the MLS. Is it Feed Our Children or
It's Feed Our Children
Feed
here.
Our Children.
Feed the Children was a brand name that was used by a minister in Texas.
Larry,
and that was an absolute train wreck. That was that didn't go well at all.
Right.
We're here. We're able to give like about 99% of the money ends up going directly back into the thing. I mean, there's a very minimal cost of getting things done, and that's what the realtors do here. They participate in different programs. We'll have a bowl-a-thon coming up. I think that's in February or March, and we'll do that. We have a golf outing, and we raise money for Feed Our Children. We raise money for Special Olympics. Realtors are the biggest supporter of Special Olympics within the state of Arkansas. A big thing, and that's what we bring. The realtors bring more to the table than just selling houses, and just moving people along in the process. There's a great deal of hand-holding, of reassurance that goes into this, that things are going to be okay. It seems a little confusing, and I know we're bringing you all this paperwork to sign and trying to explain all these numbers to you, and the banker's telling you this, and the inspection's going to go on, and this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and it can be a little confounding for some people.
So it's a matter of trust.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. On both sides.
Yeah. So when you hire Bob and Linda, the Z team, trust them. When they say, okay, this is what we need to do. Here's step 1, step 2, step 3. Just do it.
Well, yes, I would see now. I would say that, but and I say it because we've done enough of them. We've sold over 150 of our listings have sold.
See, when you give them the bullet points of what's going to happen, then you know what steps to take to acquire those bullet points.
Right.
Yeah.
And we go over this with people, and we sit down and I ask them what's plan B, and what are you going to do if we bring a buyer here tomorrow, and the types of things that really especially if we go in and we're the second or even the third realtor that's going in on a property, and things that weren't addressed at those other listings that may have helped them to sell it sooner. That's what we do. I mean, it's all personal with us. We don't take so many listings that we don't know who everybody is, that we don't know what their story is, what their backstory is, as far as what it is they're trying to accomplish, whether as a buyer or a seller. And we take enough that we can stay on top of everything. That's our business model. I can't speak to anybody else's as far as how many is the right number to carry. But we don't have so many that people don't say, well, they're too busy to come see me. It may take us a little while to get to you, especially now with me with the eyes. But so we may not get there till next week instead of, people call. And it's funny how it seems like people think like we're just sitting there in the office with nothing to do, that we're just waiting for them to come to give us the golden ticket to say, oh, okay, come and take care of me now. And that's not it. And that's not the way business is done. And that's what this is. It's a business, and it's a business on your end. I mean, you're hiring someone to perform a very valuable task for you. So you have to have the personalities have to click. There has to be an understanding as what is going to go on within this process of selling my home. What are we going to do? What's the first steps? What do I need to do? What don't I need to do? When people have an idea that, I need to tear out the bathroom, I need to do this, and we'll reel them in and say, hold it, let's take a look at this, do this and this and this, because it's going to come up in inspections. You don't have to do that because people are going to come, because if I bring a buyer in, or any agent brings a buyer in, I tell people that they're buying 85% of the house. If they like the location, if they like the bones of the house, the layout, the floor plan, or I like the way the bedroom is over here, I like the
and
fireplace
even have a plan
over there.
for the landscaping.
Exactly. But that other 15% of the house, they're going to personalize, and they're going to make it the way they want it to be. So if you say, well, I'm going to tear out that bathroom, and you put in marble, and they wanted granite, or they go, boy, that really looks nice, but I would have done it this way, adjust the price, because you're never going to get dollar for dollar. You're never going to get all that back anyway, and that's really part of the thing. If the home is clean and presented well, if it needs some staging, the landscaping, as you talk about, get those leaves up, get those branches and stuff out of the front yard, have the home look presentable so that when somebody drives into the driveway or drives up to the garage, they go, ooh, not ooh. Get the gutters cleaned out. Those are the types of things that we go through and we walk through.
In late spring, get all the little maple trees.
Yeah, that's right. Get all the fresh growth that's coming up there. But that's the type of things that we do. This week in real estate, there were 42 new listings came on, 15 parcels of land, 4 commercial properties, 25 homes came on the market this week, and they came on in a range of $40,000 to $3.4 million. Really nice house. There's another one that came on at $1 point some million. It was a good week for big houses. There were some very nice houses that came on this week. The average price coming on the market was $355, but that's kind of skewed because of the higher end homes that came on. There were 31 sales, 5 parcels of land and 3 commercial properties sold. 23 homes sold, and those 23 homes sold at a range of $19,000 to $275,000. So the average sale price was $106. The average listed price when those homes came on the market was $116. 185 days on market, and that's been steady. That 6-month number has been steady all year. $2.4 million in real estate closed this week. So
2 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
And doing $2.5 million.
Yeah, and I've got to blow because I've got a closing I've got to get through this morning. 22 properties expired, 17 had price changes. There's still 52 pendings, which is up some, actually.
Wow.
There's 866 homes listed on the MLS, which is still, it's down, which is good. And that's where we need to be. We need to get if you don't want to be sold, you don't need to be listed, then I'd probably talk you out of it. In 2014, there were 819 sales for $97.9 million. 2015, there's been 895 sales for $110.6 million. So that's 76 more sales and
$111 million to the
and $12 million more in things. So that's pretty good. I mentioned us receiving our real estate senior real estate being real estate specialist and being recognized by that by the National Association of Realtors and that's an important part of our business.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're very happy to participate in the different classes that we take. We take classes above and beyond what the real estate board calls for continuing ed. Every year we try to go out and either get some sort of designation or take some sort of classes and the conventions that we go to try to improve our trade skills and help people better serve them.
Phone number, location.
Phone number is 870-405-0793. Give my honey a call. We've been a little scarce in the office, but we're at the main office. And ask for the Z team when you come in. And if nothing else, they'll get you on the phone with us, and we'll go from there. But give us a call. Business, we're not just sitting there waiting for things to happen. We're out making things happen.
You're making it happen.
And we want to be able to help you the right way.
Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Real Estate for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetiredToArkansas.net. Beautiful website.
Great website.
You're talking about local things happening. Christmas live windows display and lighted parade Saturday night. The window display starts at 5:30. Parade at 7. Floats and fire trucks in Calico Rocks Main Street. Wouldn't that be pretty?
Cool. That'd
be so much fun. But
yeah.
Thanks, Mike, for sending that in.
Yeah.
Time for the news. We'll be right back.